Good morning. It is April 10th, 2011. Welcome. Thank you for your time on the front side of this. We live in a very interesting era in the United States today that is remarkably reminiscent of the McCarthy era. We get to a point where we have to wonder whether or not what we are saying here online or type will be misconstrued by an overzealous public official and therefore get us as individuals labeled as a terrorist. Once you get labeled as a terrorist in the United States under the Patriot Act, you are then stripped of all your civil rights, including the right to an attorney. And you can find yourself in Gitmo, which our beloved Obama was supposed to have closed 2 years ago. Now, to the best of my knowledge, and correct me if I'm wrong, no American citizen has had that happen to them yet. Before you yell at your computer because I just stated something off the wall, I am going based on what I have read so far through mainstream media. That doesn't mean it hasn't happened. It just means I am not aware of it yet. So, if I'm wrong, do tell. I'm more than happy to be corrected. Except in that case, I would hope that I'm not wrong. Now, having said all that, this leads us to self-censorship. I've, over the course of the last 2 or 3 weeks, made a number of videos, which pretty much get panned. That's normal. One of which, of course, I cursed out a blue streak over the actions of Obama in Libya to drive home a point that I don't find that pleasing at all. That video is now gone for obvious reasons. I posted it not only to get the information out to a selected few, but also to see whether or not a full-blown drunk sailor's rant would get any more views than my normal videos. It did, but not substantially. By a factor of 6, yes, but not substantially. So. And of course the other one was on Obama's run for re-election. And in that video, I told you that if he wins, fine. If he doesn't, fine. I'm not going to participate in his re-election process. I pretty much am still at that point. It's not that I dislike the man. He's a president. He's a Democrat. Everything he's doing is completely understandable. I don't, however, like any of his policies that I have seen. He made quite a few promises, most of which he has not kept, even in regards to healthcare reform. He We'll deal with that at some other time when I feel like getting into specifics and details. So here we are. It is 2K11, as one of my young friends likes to say. Interesting way of putting it. I like it. And we are still having to censor ourselves rather than speak openly about what is truth. Can I tell you? There are 2 books that I'd like to recommend for your summer reading list, neither one of which are very new. One is Alas, Babylon. I want you to focus on how fragile our infrastructure was back in the late 50s, early 60s. And the other is Lucifer's Hammer, which again focuses on the fragility of our technology. And both of them are very good reads, very entertaining. At least I like them. I should. I've read both of them multiple times. But that will give you an idea of just how fragile the infrastructure is. Now, before I go, let me get back to the Patriot Act for 1 second here. The FBI, the CIA, the NSA, after having funded these agencies to the tune of billions of dollars over decades, were not able to stop the attacks on the United States on September 11th, 2001. So as such, giving them more power doesn't strike me as being perspicacious. It actually strikes me as being rather dumb. But that's what Washington is all about. Don't confuse the facts. Do something. What to tell you. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it. This is Cliff Potts signing off again. As always, may your God go with you. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye for now.